Hey there, congrats with new space.
Well, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Are you planning to place projects for each floor?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So this is the opening, and we every week we select one project. So far we selected 4 projects that we are gonna finish posting. Yeah, and then each week we will be doing one floor. And then when we complete the first skyscraper, we are gonna do another one.
That's great.
Because each week we do a Monday party in a club in the UXR called the Circle. And so, yeah, each week there are 3 performances, and we select the one that people like the most, and we expose it here so that people can experience it 24/7.
I see. Oh, I just found out that I didn't change the avatars.
Uh-huh.
Oh. All good.
Super. Very cool avatar.
Yeah, I'm streaming to Facebook also to the page of Hubs for Culture project we did. And can you tell a little bit about yeah, thanks. About Mamo, are you also one of organizer, right?
Yes,
I'm part of the team. Yeah, but not the organizer.
Cool. So Algorithmi, am I right that Algorithmi is some kind of a label for electronic music?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's more of a collective that fosters live coding and alternative music. So anything that relates to generative music, electronic music, is what we cover.
Yeah, so it's a specific amount,
and digital art,
specific group of people, right? I mean, or you
giving
also a possibility to other musicians to participate, perform?
No, of course we would like to discover new talents, and we are totally open to promote and welcome other projects, as long as they are in the field of generative music, live coding, and digital art. This is what we do.
Yeah, great. That's great. And check, I want to introduce you also, Tim. Tim is here in the VR headset with us.
Yes, ciao. Hi.
Wow.
And Tim is, I think it's, Tim, it's 16. Your age is 16? No? 17? No? Right somewhere? Sorry, man. Right in chat.
He's ageless. Nobody has an age in the metaverse. Age doesn't exist in the metaverse. We are all forever young. 14. Whoa. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
He's a great artist. He's doing. He's starting as a digital artist, step by step. Yeah.
Nice. I want to see your stuff. I want to see the stuff of Tim, and let's share. Let's share as much as we can, because we have a lot of exhibition space, and yeah, absolutely. We want to have the freshest, only the freshest.
Cool.
Salut the 19.
That's fun. Okay, and regarding
ENEA.
So, and regarding the space, so are you ENEA the architect of this, or are you working?
Yes.
Are you only person who working on this space, or it's also someone else in the team?
Well, I am the only architect of all the words of the UXR zone.
Yeah.
So I build them all by myself at the moment. And this gives me the possibility to keep like a uniform style across the different places. I use this kind of a style that is a little bit Tron, a little bit like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Which is great for VR and keeps the environment very light so that they can work also on smartphones.
Yes, it is actually great. And like, is it a one texture you use and then using the UV maps somehow?
Exactly. Yes. It's I use for each polygon always the same coordinates.
Wow. Yeah, it's really great that you have this style. It's like you get the idea who did it when you in the space. It's like
nice. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
Hope we will.
Yeah, and also like it sort of cuts like big time the development times, because I don't have to worry much about lighting and about baking the texture and about so that I can concentrate more on the space and I can produce faster.
Yeah. And what is the lineup today? Who will perform?
Well, today it was basically it's only so generally on Monday we have 3 artists that are performing, and I'm kind of the resident DJ, so I generally do my DJ set. But today it's the opening of this skyscraper, so today there was only 1 artist, and then for the rest, the idea was that people would discover the former exhibitions. Yeah, but starting next Monday, we are restarting to have our 3 artists in a row format at the Circle, which is our club.
Yeah.
And this Saturday, we have another Algo cruise that is basically like an Algo rave, 8-hour long Algo rave with 12 artists on our virtual yacht.
Yeah, got it. One more question, if you like, regarding like it's technical thing. It's just interesting. What will be when there will be full room of people? I mean, after 40, for example. What are your plans?
After 40 people, you mean because you cannot have more? What are you meaning?
Yeah.
Like how many people you can have maximum in the?
Yeah, we're already faced with this issue.
We already went through it, and basically what we do is that after 40 people, when the system starts to hang, we share another link, and we duplicate the room so that multiple people can be in the same space. Yeah. But like different lobbies, a little bit like Epic Games does for Fortnite, where people are not like all together, like millions of people in the same space, but they are on different instances of the same space.
Oh yeah. Did you like the Scott Travis show?
Of course, yeah. Technically, it was really amazing. Style-wise, I am very much into simpler kind of exhibitions like the ones from VR. Yeah. I don't know if you know VR, VEER. They are a smaller shop and they also do interesting stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, of course I was amazed, like a great team behind, super technology, great artist. Really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you like it?
Yeah, really. I actually did really like it. And I installed Fortnite a week ago, I think, just to check up. I thought maybe it's a good time to check the Fortnite because it's a huge thing. And I enjoyed it in terms of graphics, how it seamlessly works. It's absolutely great in terms of technology, definitely, and game mechanics too. It's not my genre, but
yes. Yes, the interesting fact is that now Epic is very open about the fact that they want to transform the Fortnite to build a sort of metaverse So like a sort of a Second Life kind of situation on top of Fortnite.
That's
So
a huge
it's
theme.
gonna expand in that direction.
That's a huge theme, and
because the networking is very solid.
I mean, it's.
And also we have another.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I just wanted to ask you if you have like some links regarding this topic. I will also investigate because this sounds huge, both in a technological perspective and philosophical perspective too.
Absolutely. Yes. I will share with you some links. And the only thing that I am like sort of let's say concentrating on is the kind of strategy and approach, because they have a very centralized approach, whereas what we are doing here in WebXR is a more decentralized approach, and a more federated approach. So instead of converging people in only one server, we like to foster with the UXR and the hubs the idea that we will have different servers in different places, and people will be able to federate the metaverse. Whereas the Epic approach is a more centralized. And in this time of censorship and content policies, I think that is better a federated approach for grown-up people. But I understand the importance of moderated content and centralized everything when it comes to a game for kids.
It's so interesting that like politics in a good sense of this word comes up as a topic in the new spaces,
absolutely,
new platforms.
Yes, and we definitely have to have these conversations as much as we can, because like the technologies are moving very, very fast. And there is we need a philosophical and idealistic and political approach to how the metaverse will look like, because it includes how our data, how our intellectual property, and how our communications will happen, So
actually,
very, very important.
Actually, there's a idea we're working with international curators from 6 countries right now about doing like an art center with different kind of exhibitions, curated exhibitions, digital art mostly, but I don't think it's a strict limit. But the really interesting topics we're discussing during like designing the projects, and maybe it's an interesting point when we can create some kind of a panel discussion about metaverse, panel discussion about such topics, and role of art, because actually like artists could be like first adopters,
the main carrier,
initiators of this whole thing.
Absolutely. And also, like, I see that you are very active on the intellectual property and tokenization of art. And also this is very important, because like artists spend an immense amount of time building their works, and it's important that somehow their intellectual property and their works are safeguarded in some way. We are also exploring different ways to allow this metaverse to be self-standing and to create a super circular economy between creators. So we can explore also these topics that are very important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's maybe if we will have such a panel, then some of founders of these big platforms, such as Super Red, Decentraland, could also be part of. Like I know we actually did a like meetup or a lecture about blockchain art, and we asked them to send us some video, like just greetings or something like this, and they were absolutely open to communication. So I think it's possible to manage some kind of this virtual panel discussion with streaming somewhere and storing it somewhere.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, so
Super cool. Like, I'm really happy that you are here and that we are having this discussion. It's so important, and really, I'm really touched. Thank you so much for all your work,
thank
and also
you,
for
thank
sharing
you.
your presentation. I really enjoyed it. Super important. Yeah.
Thank you. I will go
Thank
and
you,
check
Nikita.
more floors and share it, and
Please.
yeah, keep in touch.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for existing in the metaverse. Nice. So, enjoy, guys. I'll see you later. Ciao.
See you.